is there a connection between mythology and sex?
So, I always say that mythology is the foundational stone of every civilization. Every country and society in the world is formed and based on the concept of the mythology that they had. These are the earliest recorded memories and stories of the humans, right? So, they formed the future generations' concept of how they're supposed to live. In every part of the world, they have their own mythologies. But Indian mythologies are considered to be one of the oldest, and which we can then very truly say that Indian mythology is actually the mythological foundation of the world, because this is where the civilization started, and recently Indus Valley civilization is also going to be the oldest civilization in the world as well. So they covered vast areas of social life and also went very deep into the private lives all the way to the bedrooms of people. Now, Indian mythology is full of sexual anecdotes, full of seduction,
Really?
full of stories like that, that can really, really help today's people, and not only adults but even young people, to form a very healthy concept of sex and sex life around them, you know. If you read the books of mythologies, they write explicitly about the love making between Shiva and Parvati, all the way to the point of positions. And it is also said that Kama Sutra was something that came out because when Shiva and Parvati were making love, Nandi, the Baal which was sitting outside their bedroom, heard the Shiva telling Parvati the secrets of love making, and that then was written by Vatsyayan in the book Kama Sutra. So Kama Sutra is actually almost like the Gita of sexuality that came out from that. Besides that, there are many, many gods and many stories that followed after that, that dealt with many part of sexuality, like sexual repression, infidelity, women's desire, polygamy. All the concept of sexuality has been dealt in mythologies.
Tell us about some of these stories. We'd like to hear.
Well, I'm going to start with the first and the first infidelity that happened in the universe, okay, and it comes from the story of the first god that we had, and that is called Brahma.
Oh.
Now, Brahma, as we know, is the creator of the world and the universe, and he created a woman called Saraswati, whom he married, and through their copulation, the entire world was formed, right? They were living very happily. Then, serendipity of the story, Brahma is supposed to come to earth, and he comes to earth to purify it, and here for the purification he has to do a yajna. So a pandit comes to him and he says that you can't do the yajna without your wife next to you. So he sends one of his doot to call Saraswati, and he goes to Saraswati that, you know, Brahmaji is calling you, and they have to do the yajna and all that. Now Saraswati is like, you know, I'm not ready for the yajna right now, I need some time to get ready, so please go and tell Brahma that it's going to take some time for me to come down to earth and do yajna. You know how women are, right? They take time. So Brahma then says that, so the Pandit goes to Brahma and he says that, I'm sorry, but the Muhurat of the yajna is right now, so you have to do this thing right now only. So Brahma says, okay, so let me figure out a solution for it. So he sees a woman passing by who is from a lower caste of the society, and he goes to her and he transforms himself into a human being, and he goes and he says that, you know, you are very beautiful, and he makes an offer to her and says, I want to marry you, and woman agrees. And then he says, then he comes into his full avatar of Brahma, and he says that I am the Brahma, the creator, and to be my wife I have to perform a certain ritual to purify you, because now you are going to transcend from being human to a divine one. So he takes the woman, turns her into a cow fodder, and then he feeds that fodder to the cow, and from the digestive system and all that, the cow dung comes out, and then he turns the cow dung back into this woman and says, now you are purified because you have gone through the system of the cow. He brings her to the yajna and they start doing yajna. The woman opens her mouth, now she is divined and purified, and she starts speaking mantras from her mouth. And what is that mantra that she speaks? Is the mantra that we use in all our yajna. Do you know which mantra do we say when we do yajna? It's called Gayatri mantra.
Okay. So she was Gayatri.
So her name became Gayatri. Gay Istri.
Oh, that's lovely.
Okay, so that's the second wife of Brahma, right? So while the yajna was going on, her name-karan happened and she becomes Gayatri. Savitri is ready and she comes down, and then when a wife comes down and sees her husband married to another woman, what happens, right? She gets angry and she curses Brahma and curses Gayatri and the Pandit and everybody, and she says to Brahma that you have cheated on me, and because of that the creation that you have created will forget you, and that's why today in the world nobody prays to Brahma. Even the Brahma temple which is in Pushkar, the prayer doesn't happen to Brahma. They pray to the lake, which is the Pushkar lake, which is there. And that is the story of the first infidelity that occurred in the universe.